and welcome back. Today is a very special day. Why? Because it's RegEx Day. I love RegEx so much. Regular expressions are beautiful. And this is not a tutorial. This is a demonstration of the power of regular expressions. I have 4 lists of things, and they all have various pollutions in their data. Actually, it's not a pollution, it's just, you know, they're formatted inconsistently. And I'm going to fix it with regex to show you the power of regex. First list, fish names. Like most of these are pretty good, okay? My favorite fish name? Flyfish probably. No, gar. I think the gar is my favorite fish name. Okay, so we have all these names. The first thing that is just we don't want in this list are the individual letters, right? You can see A here, B here. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. I'm gonna replace, find and replace, and I'm going to query. Okay, at the beginning of the line, I'm gonna look for A through Z, and then I'm gonna look for a new line immediately after. Okay, we found 26 occurrences. I wonder what they are. Replace all with nothing. That was our first. That was our first beautiful upgrade. Okay, so we can see that we have actually a couple of entries that have parentheses with family name or something. Whatever. We don't want these. We don't want these parentheses over here. Let us do a simple query. And we always know that it's space parentheses, and then we have a certain amount of text that's arbitrarily long. Okay, and we also have to put these backslashes on the parentheses to make sure that it's actually capturing. Okay, so it's capturing one thing, disambiguation. Why? Because all of these have spaces. So we add the space, and now we're going to go to the first occurrence. Okay, we're starting to capture more of the entries we want to remove. I'm going to add a comma in there. It's really liking this last entry for some reason. Okay, it's actually looking like it's capturing almost everything that we want. I think it is. I think it's capturing everything that we want. Okay, yep, that's good. I'm just going to replace all with nothing, and then boom. The list, the list is cleaned. Very, very satisfying. Okay, next list. List of national forests in the United States. I love national forests. National forests. National parks, actually. Let's see, list of national parks. National forest, national park, they're beautiful, but I'm gonna clean this list of national parks. So if I scroll down, I'm gonna copy all this text up until here, up till Zion. Yosemite's the best one, by the way. Sorry, I gotta say, it's just true. Okay, so here we have an interesting formatting choice. This is good actually. So we have the park name followed by a tab, and what we want, let's get a little bit fancier with this. Let's get a little bit fancier. What we want is the name of the national park, how about, and then the name of the state that it's in, so that it's a bit more interesting. So let's try and capture this. I'm gonna just, by the way, I'm just trying to do this, off the top of my head. I'm gonna say at the beginning of the line, I'm gonna look for a capturing group, right? I'm gonna have a capturing group that captures everything up until the nearest tab, and then I'm going to capture an arbitrary amount of text, and then I'm gonna until the next tab, and then I'm gonna capture in another capturing group the name of the state. Now it looks like it's capturing a couple, right? But that's because American Samoa, for example, has a space right here. So, okay, so now we're capturing all of the different parks with a space in the name. But you can see we have some of these crosses. I don't actually know the fancy name for the crosses, so I'm just going to call them crosses. So there are these crosses that are after a space. We can go ahead and try and handle this. Okay, so also you see American Samoa is in American Samoa, which has a space name, so we're capturing properly. Um, and so let's continue on. I think there's the possibility for a cross here. I'm going to say the tab comes after the cross always. I'm going to copy the cross character, and I'm going to say it might have a cross, it might not have a cross. Has any number of crosses, right? That's what it's saying. Any number of crosses. Um, there's also the possibility for any number of asterisks. And there's the possibility for any number of these interesting characters. Okay, so we're capturing a decent we're we're capturing a decent amount. Um, let's see. It's not actually capturing. Oh, let's see. We put it in the wrong spot. Okay, so now we're capturing these. We have. Oh, look at this. All right, a bold assumption to make is that the characters are English characters. So let me just. I think it's \p for Latin characters. Okay, it looks like we're capturing the Latin characters now. So excellent. We have grabbed this. And by the way, so if we want to get a preview of what's going on here, I'm going to say that our output is going to be the first capturing group, followed by a tab, and the second capturing group. Nice, nice. I love regex so much. Makes me so happy. We got a gap here, so let's see what the gap is. So you Wrangell St. Elias. I hope I pronounced that correctly. In Alaska, so it has a period in the name. So let's go ahead and capture a period as well. You can capture a period. Let's see if it's behaving. Oh, we also want a dash, right? Whoa, it's not happy. It's not happy at all. Is this the dash that I'm thinking of? All right. Be careful, because this is not the dash this is not the minus. This is I think it's an M dash. It's too short to be an M dash. But regardless, it looks like actually we are capturing um, the entire line for every national park we care about. And it looks like if you hover over, if you're in Rider, which Rider's Rider's the best. You could check what the output is going to be. So these are looking good, right? Death Valley, California, Gateway Arch, Missouri. I'm going to continue on. So the thing is, we have every other line that isn't getting captured, right? Obviously, because it's not national park line. So what we need to do is we need to eat the line. I'm not sure how you properly eat the line. I think we can do new line. Okay, okay. So I think that what I just told it to do is eat the next line basically by saying there's going to be a new line and then any number of characters in a new line. But it's not capturing Death Valley here anymore. Oh, okay. Interesting. I thought that Death Valley was getting captured. So let me see what happens if I remove this. Okay, so Death Valley is getting captured. Interesting. So this entry for some reason has a comma Nevada. I guess because it's in both states. So like this is why regex is awesome. It's because you can make a beautiful pattern search up here to do what you would like. Okay, so clearly there are a couple that share states. And the US Virgin Islands here, they have a park called Virgin Islands. Okay. Yeah, I guess. So we have a couple of odd entries, but so far all of these are correct. Let's finish capturing this. So I think if we allow commas in here, it'll capture almost all of them, and then if we allow periods in here, it'll capture everything. Oh my gosh, 62. 62 of them. Let's see how many there are. Is there the number 62 in the document? I don't know. Okay, it has 63 national parks, and we're capturing 62 of them with this regular expression, which is pretty good. Looks like we are not capturing Utah. Okay, why are we not capturing Utah? Well, it's because this needs a new line right here. Oh, 63 national parks. I love regex so much. It's beautiful. So we're gonna click replace all, and oops, something happened. Something happened. I'm gonna undo. What have I done? Okay, what have I done? Let me see what I have done. Replace. That's odd. I thought it would replace the entire group. Am I mistaken? This is looking right. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not saying the name. Replace. I thought it would replace the entire thing. Maybe we have to do new line as well. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Classic. Okay, so now I'm going to replace all, and it clearly is not very happy with what I have done. Let me see. Maybe my capturing group captured something that I didn't expect. Okay, so far it's fine. Is this? This is the beauty. This is why this is not a tutorial. This is me trying to work through cleaning this data. I mean, it's fun, so it's a good time. Okay, so interesting. It's going to the next one. It took 2 times to go through. I mean, it worked. I'm gonna call this like, you know, I don't know if I should consider this a success or not because I clicked the button. I had to click the button twice. If you know why that happened, let me know because I have no idea genuinely. But as you can see, this is beautifully cleaned. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This is all nicely formatted and stuff. Okay, second challenge. This is a bonus round. Okay, because I love regex so much, I want to stay, and I love national parks so much, I'm going to stay on this data. So I've cleaned the data once, right? But I want more. I want the states to be formatted. I want the states to be formatted with their initials. Okay, so I think this is not that bad. All the states are preceded by a tab, first of all, which is nice. And then let's see. I think, okay, so it's going to be a character. Let me get a capturing group. It's going to be a character, A through Z, right? And it's going to be followed by any number of characters after that. And then I think it's any number of A through Z's after that. Let me just do this any number of times so that it captures. Okay. All right. So it captures each word, and I want to replace it with the first character. It's not giving me a preview. No group 1. Interesting. Okay, so you have a group that's actually have never written main group 1 ends. Okay, so this is where the challenge is excellently exemplified. Okay, I'm going to go into Chrome and I'm going to search how to n-sized capturing group, regex, writer, find and replace. There's no shame in searching. Okay, let's look at the actual forum post before we look at the hallucination. Okay, so we have to match, that's to match the case. Oh, this is just documentation, which is even better. Find and replace the captured group. Right? Right, okay, so then you can... Right, you replace the captured group. Uh-huh. And you can convert to uppercase, obviously, right? This is fine. But our letters will already be uppercase. Okay, let me go back. Capture groups only. What is it hallucinating? It's just saying what this page said. Let me see. How to get first character of capturing group in regex. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. The hallucination, maybe the hallucination is, no, it's talking about regular expressions in code. I'm gonna search writer. This is the beauty of this. You can add to look ahead containing another capturing group at the start. How can I capture the words A, B, C, D, E, F, M, N? Look at the, okay, maybe code, but this is the pattern, right? Scenario 2. I think it's still hallucinating what I want. Doesn't understand. Dang. Okay, wait. There has to be. I remember specifically. Right, because this would be simple. It's like a man. If I said this right here, right, A through Z, then I could get the first character pretty easily. But I need it to be generic because there are, like, New Mexico is NM, right? That's the thing. Oh, also I need to make sure that it keeps the tab before the A. And also American Samoa, for example, is not a state. But like, I'm gonna ignore that for a second. Okay, so if theoretically, right? Theoretically, if I put this in a capturing group, because it says the first capturing group, right? That's the first capturing group. How do I say this? If I say the second capturing group, oh, okay, okay, interesting. That's capturing the first word. What if we say, okay, capturing group, multiple. There may be a space, any number of spaces. I think it's space. American Samoa. But there's any number of spaces, so you can capture them all. And then if this is 2, it's going to be M, but 1 is Utah. I love this so much. Okay, so it's multiple times. There may be a space after. Maybe that's the... Huh. No? Oh, it's... No, because the tab is there. Man, I'm stumped on this one. I'm very close, I feel. I'm sniffing around in the area. Right? Because this is actually giving me a decent result. Any number? Did I say any number? What about that? Any number of this? What about if it was like a group here? I don't know how to. 1 AM A. I guess I could do it in two parts, right? If I had, I think this works in two parts right here. If I do this, and then it has all the beginning letters, except for that one apparently. South Dakota. Okay, but that's a capture. That's not a capturing group. A through Z. Man, this is stumping me right here. I actually don't know. I don't know the regular expression for this, right? Because then you would need also to repeat it another time for the comma, the states with two. Maybe I'm looking for the wrong. I'm sniffing around for the wrong thing. I'm gonna put this on the back burner. I'm gonna put this on the back burner, and I'm going to um, I'm gonna pull up the next list. I think this is a very similar list, very short list as well, right? And in this case, the special thing. Let's say what about the? I want to do a basic thing, beginning of the line. I want to capture the first word. I guess I can say word. I can capture the first word like this. No. Um, like this. But it's not considering the Latin characters. So I'll do this plus the dashes and the spaces because there's always a tab. Okay? And then this is a capturing group right here. It captures the name, which in this case looks like this. I should replace. Okay, so this is where a search will probably render a good result. I want to say regex paste capturing group, but d accent all accented characters. This is why the internet is amazing. D accent. Okay, so I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what the hallucination says. The hallucination is just as always. Wait. Dot replace. Is there a dot replace in here? Maybe there is. I don't actually know if there is a dot replace. I want to replace them with their unaccented counterparts. I thought this was a clear search. Regex. All right, maybe Reddit is always, it always has something. Okay, so regex.com. Oh, I see. I see. I'm gonna open back the. Oh, I can't open back the Reddit tab. Oh. I just gotta take a moment here. Is there seriously no way? Is there no easy way? I mean, I know that there's a way of doing like lower case, right? You do lowercase, uppercase. Is there like a stripped version or a different modifiers applied to a pasted referenced capture group? Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this is the hallucination is sort of giving some good stuff because this is lowercase, uppercase, and conversion. Case insensitive dot all multi-line extended. I don't think so. Back references. Again, I'm stumped by this one. If you know in the comments, let me know. Woof. Wow, at least we can. Oops. That's odd. This is not supposed to be happening, I don't think. Oh, maybe it's supposed to replace. Oh, I see. I forgot to capture the rest of the line, throw it away basically, and then add a new line. Replace all. Oops. Okay. There we go. That wasn't. I think I could have done that easier. That's fine. Wow. All right. That's another one that's just. I don't even know if it's possible. The power of regex. Okay, let's go to this list right here. Let's see. This looks like a more difficult list to parse. All right. Yeah, this looks like oh boy. Okay, so first let me try and capture all the characters that their new line and their one character A to Z followed by this like half M dash, like the semi dash, followed by another A to Z. Okay, so that gets rid of all of them, so you can just replace all of them. Now here's something I will search. I want let me go back to Google. You see, replace with line deletion rider. It's not specific to rider, but I know. Replace with line deletion in find and replace. You got to. Uh-huh. No. I want to delete the line that make it so it didn't never existed in the first place. Is there a line deletion character in rider find and replace? None of the solutions are okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm just gonna replace all. Then we have all blank lines. There's a white space. Okay, I'm gonna continue. This is like a really. This is a lot of different. A bunch of new lines. Okay, is there like a new line? I thought that. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna replace all these lines with nothing. We started somewhere, and then we have to replace. I think I copied incorrectly. No, I didn't copy incorrectly. It just looks like this. Okay, so let's say we want to strip all the PTs out. That's fair to say. The PTs might have definition after. Let's look at the most general situation. You have a new line, then you have A to Z any number of times. We want to keep this. Then you have a space, the M dash, sometimes. But also you have spaces here. But sometimes you have just a new line. I'm going to continue on. I'm going to say the ones with this dash. I'm going to handle the dash ones, and I'm going to say because I need to capture the Latin characters here. All right. And then after this comes an arbitrary like definition. I want to strip the definitions out, replace with the capturing group, replace all. Okay, so we're like kind of clearing out. We can individually handle these situations where there is any number of these, maybe a space, any number of times. All right. Replace. This one, see, this is like tricky. Sometimes they use randomly a different character. So I'll do this. And these have dashes in the name. I thought that it would capture it. Okay, we're clearing it almost. I'm gonna say that any name followed by a comma followed by any number of things is just replaced with the name. Maybe we need to capture any number of spaces. Right? Right? Because, yes. And then you can eat everything else. This is not eating the rest. Grab this, replace all. All right, that took like 8. But the list is formatted. I think it's formatted decently. Yeah, the power of the regular expressions really is, this is just for fun. Have these lists of items. It's oh man, I'm still yeah. Comment if you know if there's a way of replacing a character with a D accented version of that character. If you understand what I mean. But yeah, I'm seriously wondering how that would be done. Let me see. I'm gonna just save this. But this is more of a fun demonstration. The regex is a powerful tool. Understanding how to use it, is important. It's useful. It's very useful. Sometimes you're given some terrible data that you are going to use locally. Maybe you're given some data that you need to parse out anyways, line by line. You can use regex for that. You can have regular expression logic in code as well. As you can see, it does a good job. And a lot of times you can actually get a one line, you can get one a pattern, and it matches everything you need, and it gives you all of the information you need formatted exactly how you need it, which is great. It's nice, convenient. Yeah, this was just a video to show off that, this is a good tool to practice with. I mean, this is just for fun. I feel like there should be, there should be. Oh, I have an idea. I have a good idea. All right. Have a good one.